Hi guys, it's me, Mr. Bertoch, your extraordinarily handsome science teacher. And in this video, we're going to be talking about cells and how our bodies are made of cells. So in another video, I talk in a lot more depth about cells, and you can watch that video. That video is intended for a little bit older group of kids, students, than this one is. In this video, we're going to talk about how our bodies are made of these tiny little living bricks called cells. So poke yourself. Go ahead. Poke yourself somewhere in your belly and giggle, or in your face or something, and just kind of feel around. What are you touching? How does your body, if you get an injury, you get cut, let's say you're riding your bike and you fall over and you scrape your knee and it bleeds, but then like a few weeks later it's healed, that's gone, the owie is not there anymore. Well, how did that happen? What is skin made out of? If I zoom in and I zoom in and I zoom in and I get zoomed in more and more and more, what am I going to see? What does skin look like when it's really, really magnified, really close up? Well, it turns out that our skin and every other part of our body, and for that matter, all the parts of all living things, are made out of something called cells. Cells they're like little Legos or little bricks that are alive, and they're little creatures that are doing things, have moving parts on the inside of them, little moving, what we call organelles, or like tiny organs. And the reason that skin can heal itself and other parts of the body can heal themselves is because of these little living things. These little living bricks are stacking up and they're dividing and they're reproducing. They're making new cells where you got damage, where the owie, the abrasion, the cut on your knee from falling on your bike was. The cells spread, they reproduce, and they connect and they fix themselves. So your body and all living things are made up of these tiny things called cells. Cells, I'm not going to go into a lot of detail in this video, but again, I do in another video, and you can watch that video if you would like to know more about what cells are and what they're made of. But it's just a few basic things about cells. Cells have an outer layer, like a skin. They have their own skin. We call that the cell membrane, and it protects the cells from the outside world. And everything inside that cell membrane is inside the body of the cell, like your skin, and everything outside the cell membrane, just like your skin, everything outside the skin of the cell is outside of the cell. Okay. Inside of that cell membrane, there are a lot of little tiny organs. We call them organelle. Organelle just means a little tiny organ. And these organelles do a lot of different jobs, just like you have a heart and you have lungs and kidneys and etc. Your cells, every cell in your body also has these tiny little organelles that do a lot of different jobs, like the endoplasmic reticulum and the Golgi apparatus and the mighty mitochondria and all kinds of others. And each one specializing in a specific job. And then most cells in your body, but not all cells, most cells in your body have a nucleus. The nucleus is like the brain of the cell. It is the control center of the cell. It controls the activities of the cell. And I said most because red blood cells don't have a nucleus, but most cells in your body have nuclei. Nuclei is plural for nucleus. And actually, there are other cells in your body that don't have a nucleus either, but they are bacteria, not technically your cells, but I mean, they travel everywhere with you, so they're like your pets, I guess. Your body is filled with your human cells, and it's also filled with literally trillions of bacteria cells. And you're walking around together a giant pile of living bricks called cells. Hi guys, thanks for watching my video. These rambling science videos where I go unscripted and just kind of barf up all the science knowledge out of my head are part of a series that go along with an online class that I teach, which you can sign up for if you go to handsomescienceteacher.com. I also have a whole bunch of free resources for homeschoolers. I have hundreds of articles on every topic that covers your entire science curriculum from 5th through 8th grade. I have online games and quizzes, all curated and written by this handsome guy, a science teacher with, well, three degrees, but 2 of them are in science. So it's targeted right to and directly to your science students. So sign up, subscribe to the channel, and I release lots of videos. Also, in addition to these ones, lots of little short videos that are like 2 minutes long that cover science topics. Those ones you don't get to see my handsome face, but they're still good videos, and they're much more targeted, and those ones are scripted, so you don't have to hear me like you are right now going blah blah blah. The end. Subscribe. Thank you. Goodbye.